So, obvious conversations at the moment about whether Labor is leaning too far to the left or being dragged too far to the left. Some old union mates in the CFMEU have come out and said as much today. Joel Fitzgibbon's made it clear where he sits on this as well.
It's heading in the wrong direction, Pete. Our brand is in trouble. We need to be able to appeal to a broad coalition of people, Pete. But what people were telling us on the polling booths in the Upper Hunter on Saturday was that, you know, we support the coal mining. You say you support the coal mining industry, but we don't believe you.
Why is he wrong, Tony?
Oh, you know, actually, the thing about Joel, he's always very flamboyant about his views, and, you know, like it or dislike it, that's Joel, and he's been like that his entire life. So I'll give him credit points for that. But what's really important, that is that, you know, Labor is actually in a really important place right now about what it needs to do with regards to the economy. Like, we've just heard how the government in the last budget has actually doomed the middle class in this country. Their wages are going to go down, and we're going to see it shrink. They've said in the forward estimates that wages will decline in this country. Like, clearly to me, there are some big issues that the government needs to be held to account for, and that's the issues that we should certainly be making a lot more noise about, and we should actually be pushing a lot harder. You know, the government has a real problem about the fact that it's not creating jobs that it needs to in regional areas. It's not turning around and making sure that those coal miners, for example, aren't being exploited in labour hire companies. And, you know, I've just been in a job Senate inquiry for job security, and I've seen coal miners give evidence in secret. Who would have thought years ago a coal miner would have a private meeting, a private hearing, so that his boss doesn't know about this, and he stepped me through his agreements, document by document, occasion by occasion, and over the last 9 years, he's worked for a labour hire company on the same pit, and every time that agreement's been handed to him, he's now receiving less than 29% from what he was getting 9 years ago. So there's a lot of stuff going on there with regards to shrinking middle class, and, you know, really that's the place to be to make sure that Australia does have a chance to expand.